Hey there, just popping in with another quick tutorial. This one is to show you how to create a nice styled signature in your Gmail or G Suite run email. If you have a company email that's using G Suite, you'll be able to do this. If you just have the regular old Gmail, you'll be able to do this. So we're going to jump in and I'll show you how to go ahead and style something like this. And I'm actually going to clean this up a little bit as we go. I just want to give a quick shout out to Mag Sakura. She created a video about this back in 2016 that I actually watched when I went to go create my own. She may have an updated video, but I didn't find it. So in case she doesn't, I just want to create something else that's out there. She did a lot of really interesting styling work back when she did this one, mostly because she had to do a lot of workarounds that we no longer need to do because Google has advanced and we now have sort of tools that we can use that we don't need to do it the way that she shows you. But just wanted to give credit to her because that's where I figured out how to do this as a starting point. So the big thing you need to know is that we do this in a Google Doc using a grid. So you'll see I have a few different little versions here, and I'm going to create a new one for this. So why don't you go ahead and open up a new Google Doc. Let's create some space here. And you go ahead and insert a table with 2 columns. So then the first thing you're going to want to do is add your picture. If you want it to be in a circle, then you might want to go ahead and open up Canva. If you don't have a Canva account, you can sign up for one. They are free. And so what I did is I just created a design. I created a social media post. So this will be an Instagram sized sort of canvas. And then we'll go to elements. And we're going to insert a grid. And sometimes circle grid brings it up faster. Nope. Circle frame. There we go, circle frame. So add that in, make it as big with a little tiny bit of a margin as your thing. And then you'll come to behind where I am here. Hoping I'm not gonna regret recording like this. This is during COVID-19 and I am just not bothering with makeup or anything. So that's my little vanity note here. You can see when I used to go out and wear clothes and get my hair done, I used to look like something like this. So you'll use your nice photo as well. Add that here. So signature image. Go ahead and download it. And I like to download it with the transparent background. All right. So then we'll go back to our Google Doc and go insert image, upload from computer, go to downloads. It'll be right here. So you can resize this. You probably don't want your image to be half of your signature line. You might, but most don't. You can make it really small if you'd like, or make it bigger. I think I'm going to go with that size, and you'll just want to shift this a little bit in. You'll see the signature, the beginning that I had, or down here, this is, not as big of a gap. I'm going to have a bit more of a gap here in this one. All right, next we're going to add our text. So you will type that in. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste it from down here since I am going to keep the text. Oops. Control Z or Command Z if you ever do that. All right. Now, since this is already styled, I have my colors in here, but you can go ahead and select your text and change the font if you would like. And I actually do want to change the font. I don't want to do Merriweather. Playfair display. There we go. And then you can add your colors. This color is a little too light for me, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and add that same color here. This sort of approximate the colors on my website. All right. Next thing you're going to want to do is you want to sort of have an equidistance between, or an equal distance, not equidistance, equal distance between the photo and this line and your text and the line. So to do that, you're going to highlight all of your text and you're going to adjust this little guy here to create space. That looks about even. And then you may want to add your social media links. So there's a few ways to do this. You can Google open source social media. And my husband and my daughter are downstairs, so you might hear them, but that's social distancing for you and being stuck inside. Icons, sorry. So here you can find, you just want to make sure that they're open source and that you can use them anywhere. You can find some different options if you search here. I actually like to do them in Canva myself, so that way I can change the colors. So to do that, again, we're going back to Canva. We're going to use that same social media sort of template. We'll delete the entire grid though. And here, if you search elements, you can actually find everything you want. So if you want to do Instagram, it'll come up. The one thing that I want to do is I want to try to find icons that are all going to be the same. So what I need is Instagram, Facebook. Just want to make sure that you're grabbing things that are similar. Instagram, Facebook, and I need YouTube. You might need Pinterest. Actually, I need Pinterest. Yeah, so Pinterest. I am going to do Pinterest, Facebook, and YouTube. All right. So you'll grab whatever icons you want. I'm going to go ahead and start with Pinterest. So I'm going to grab this one, make it as big again, make sure it's centered. Then here you'll see I'm able to change the color. So I'm going to change that to one of my brand colors. We'll do that. So Pinterest, do transparent background. And then we will need Facebook. So that one. Again, make it as big. And see, this one has a few different, I just want a flat background, so I'm going to change all of these. Facebook, transparent background, and the last one that I need is YouTube. So you can go ahead and make as many as you need. I need YouTube. Let's see, can I find one that's a similar style? And the answer, aha, is yes. All right, and that's YouTube. Okay, so I did notice that my YouTube and my Facebook were actually the exact same icon style. So I'm just going to do a quick check to see if I can't find the Pinterest one like that. And I can. So that way I'm going to be sure the circle is the same size. I'm actually going to go ahead and redo that one quick. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my colors. And I'm going to download. All right, so now we have all of our icons made. We're going to go back to our Google Doc. And I'm going to come underneath here. And I'm going to insert the images. upload them from the computer. I'm going to do them all at once, making sure I have the new Pinterest. See, I'm glad I did that because it would have looked different. See, they're very, very large, so we're just going to click on each one and shrink them so that they are the appropriate size. Shrink, shrink, shrink. And Facebook. You might have to do a little more adjusting once you see them all online. See, I just got really close to the screen to make sure. All right, but yeah, so I think those look pretty good. This one might be a tiny bit bigger. Perfect. Next, we want to erase our lines. So you're going to go ahead and select each line, come up here and turn it to white so that it will blend into the background. Oh, no, I want to click on the line. Oh, you might need to do a few little things. You might choose to delete the middle line, but I want to keep it, and I'll show you what we're going to do with it if you do decide to keep it. Try that again. There we go. White. So the middle one I'm going to select. I'm going to make it my custom color. And then I'm going to make it larger by going to border width. All right. So that's looking done. I might just make this a smidge bigger. And then because that's bigger, this is a little bit off. I'm going to pull it in just a tiny bit. All right. So now all you need to do is copy and paste it. Just one note, you will have noticed that these are hyperlinked here. You should go ahead and hyperlink that text here if you can. But you don't need to hyperlink your icons yet. So just copy. And then you'll come into your Gmail. Oops. Go to settings. Paste. You see this little thing here? If that happens with you, what you need to do is go back in here and select this middle option for the alignment. You'll see some things are starting to get a little funky, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to paste it back in. See what happens if I do that. Perfect. All right, so now we'll try that again. It may not happen depending on your social icons. It's just some of them it does. I'm not entirely sure why, but we can fix it. See here, now that's not an issue. And I'm going to delete that so that this line goes away. All right, so then what we need to do is highlight each one to add the link. So you'll add in your links here. I'm just gonna do the generic ones for now. So now those will all be linked. One thing you can play around with is sometimes this might look a little bit too big once you're in here. So doing the small, and you'll see it'll look different when we're I always recommend checking this. That'll keep your signature from stacking all the way down on your reply chains, so save changes. And now if we hit compose, you'll see there we have it. So you might go ahead and play and make these a little bit smaller. That alignment issue sometimes happens, so they're not going to be completely flush, But I do think that this is a nice upgrade to your very basic signature. And there you have it. Now you can do it yourself using, remember, a Google Doc and inserting a table. All right, good luck.